All right, guys, welcome back. This is going to be a quick one. So this is kind of going over what a general purpose pouch is, or GP pouch for short. I have a few of them on the workbench here. I guess we'll start with kind of one of the more popular ones, which is the Spiritus Systems GP pouch here. So why do you need one? What is a GP pouch? What are you going to use it for, right? In general, a GP pouch is a general purpose pouch. So it is a pouch that you're going to use for whatever it is you want to use it for. I think most of us that are kind of new to this and equipment and gear, we see all of these pouches on, operators and soldiers, and we kind of, we want to know what's in it, what they use it for. And that's really up to them and their specific units, and how what they want to put in there really. So as a civilian, you have options. You can pretty much load yourself up however you want. A GP pouch is general purpose, so you get to dictate what goes into that pouch. It can be a mixture of items. It could be, solely for some type of equipment. It really just depends on what you want to use it for. Now, in this case, with my GP pouch, I kind of just keep general range stuff in there. So I can kind of open it up real quick so you can see what's in there. So this front pouch doesn't really hold anything, but sometimes I'll put in like, stuff to like ear protectors, like, in case there's other people coming with me, they don't have, the earmuffs to go over the top or whatever. I use those little like spongy type ear plugs. So sometimes I'll keep those in there. There's none in there now, but I will open this bag here, and I have a set of range glasses here. I have a range finder there, and I also have a headlamp whenever it is we go night shooting. No, I do not own night vision yet, so I stick with those headlamps. But that's kind of what I use this pouch for, is more kind of general range type purposes. There's nothing, specific that I would, use in there for anything else. That's really what that's for. I like to, keep my stuff in there. That way, if I know I need something, I can just reach for it in that pocket. Now, on this other side, I have the Arbor Arms MFP pouch. MFP stands for multi-function pouch. So this is another type of general purpose pouch. As you can see, it doesn't have any of those fancy zippers. There's no extra pockets. It's literally just a giant pocket, almost like a dump pouch here. Now the pangolin flaps do not come with it. It actually comes with a whole flap here. All right, so it has the Velcro that you stick on the inside. It would go over the top, kind of like that. Now the buckle, it does come with the buckles here, which I took off because I don't like using the buckle. I prefer just using the Velcro. But there are pros and cons for that buckle, so just be aware when you go to, if this is a pouch that you go to buy, just kind of go through what it is that you want, and adjust it to that. But otherwise, like I said, MFP pouch is just a giant, almost like a dump pouch in there, so you can load yourself with with some water if you needed to. Right, and the reason I switched to the pangolin flaps instead of having the one big flap there is because when I do want to open the pouch and grab something in there, I don't have to open both, grab one and then close them. I can just do them one at a time, grab what I need, and the other side kind of stays cinched down. That usually works out a little bit better when I'm using like mags or something in there aside from two things that fit in perfectly. So I'll kind of show you here. So I have 3 mags here. Those will fit in there just fine. Cinch that down, cinch this down. So whenever I want water, I can just grab that, and those stay cinched in there really nice and tight. Shove that in there. Or if I just want a mag instead of water, I can grab a mag and I can cinch this back down, and it's ready to go. So again, that's the MFP pouch from Arbor Arms. Pretty useful, I think, because you can just load it up with whatever you want, extra water, extra mags, whatever you want to use. Now over here, I have the Midwest Armor. I believe this is the double mag pouch. I do have a video of this, just a really quick review as to what this is and how this works. Now, pouches like this, I really, really like, just because it serves multiple purposes. So this is pretty similar to that Spiritus Systems small GP, but it's just a lot bigger. I would say it's more of a medium size. So you get that front pocket in here, you get that giant pocket in the back. It has a little pocket in there, again, just to, for some organization, and it has some Velcro in there in case you want to put any type of attachments or anything to kind of help organize. But what I do like about this pouch is that it also has this area in the back that's loop lined, so you can put in your mag retentions here. As long as they have the hook on both sides, you can use that, and you can shove mags in there. So I can show you here how this would work. Right inside there. And I can carry extra mags. So if I were to switch this out with the small GP, I can line that in there. That's on the PF7, so I would have the the 7 or 6 mags. I think my middle cell is used for something else. But 6 mags plus an additional 2 here if I wanted. So that just goes to show you what you can do with this specific type of pouch here. And again, that's the Midwest Armor double mag pouch. Now I do have another GP pouch that's not on my chest rig, so let me switch this out and I'll bring in the belt that I run. All right, guys, so this is the Spiritus Gista pouch here. So I've gone over this as well. I have a video on my channel, so you can check that out for more in detail. But this is another type of kind of GP pouch that you can use. This is similar to that Arbor Arms, where it's kind of like a big old pocket. It does have, again, a little extra pocket here for organization. It does have the Velcro on the inside for you to attach things, organize even more. But it also has that pocket on the back to be able to shove, pretty much anything in there. In this case, I have the, I believe these are the Lunar Concepts inserts here. So one pistol, one AR mag will fit in just right, and it's on my belt here. So again, that'll sit on my side, and I can, again, dual purpose pouches that are like this, I really like. They just serve multiple functions. So you know what, if I need to reload a pistol, right? If I need to reload quick, fast mag or whatever, is right there. And then of course, usually in here, I will keep, if I'm not wearing the chest rig on the range, I will wear this, and I'll put in my headlamp or my rangefinder in there. So again, it serves many different purposes. That is what a general purpose pouch is for. It is a pouch for you to kind of dictate what goes in and what you'll use it for. So don't get caught up in, what does this person carry? What does this person use in there? Like what, just think about what it is that you need when you're out in the field, if you're using it for, certain things, what it is that you need to carry with you, and just load it up in there. Try it out. And if it's something that you don't like, then change it up, do something else, add something else in there. Again, general purpose, it's for whatever purpose that you deem it necessary for, okay? Now, if you have any questions on any of these pouches, please let me know. You can also check out the previous videos that I have for the Gista and for the Midwest Armor double mag pouch. Check those out as well in case you have some more questions about those. But otherwise, that's it right there. That's the video, nice and quick. Thank you, guys.